First bill is sponsored by Representative McLaughlin. It's House Bill 5198. It's an act related to health and safety of the Rhode Island Right to Life Act of 2019. It provides the right to life is guaranteed by the state of Rhode Island and is vested in each person at fertilization. The second piece of legislation that's sponsored by Representative McLaughlin, and you'll be allowed to speak to both of them at the same time.
Thank you, Chairman.
Is House resolution recognizing that the fetus as a human life upon the existence of a heartbeat, and that it be recognized as such. With that, Representative McLaughlin, your floor is yours.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, thank you so much. You know, I put these two bills together, and, you know, I'm a very simple guy. You know, I heard all the predicates tonight, you know, in reference to Roe versus Wade, but basically on 5198, basically dealing with human life. You know, I believe that every person, regardless of gender, has the right to life in the state of Rhode Island and throughout the United States. You know, and I'd like to also add what Dr. Corvisi said. You know, basically, we sit as a body, we pledge allegiance to the flag, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay? You know, I'm not a hypocrite. Okay? When I take that oath, I take it seriously. So, you know, with that said, the entire bill on equality for the genders, basically what is stated here is, I look both men, women, potential men and women. We've wiped out an entire nation since 1973. All right? The female gender, one half of all abortions in the United States today, they're females. They're Spanish, they're white, they're black, you know, all different nationalities. These are people, human beings. And I ask, I'm not here to judge anybody. You know, all I'm here to ask for is a preservation of life. As we, as a society, need to basically come together and say, stop the killing, stop the nonsense, all right, and work together for better areas of improvement in health, education, welfare, you know, for these children. The doctor also pointed out about, you know, I see this commercial on TV, you know, and it breaks my heart because I'm an animal lover, you know. People being left, you know, animals being left out in the cold, okay? These little ones are sitting in a womb. Nobody hears their silent screams as they're being aborted, and that's sickening, okay? And I believe in our nation for a person that's fought in Vietnam, Korea, okay? I served in Europe, Korea, Vietnam twice. Okay, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's what I fought for. That's what millions fought for and spilt their blood. Okay, so that every human being would have that right. All right, now we need to come together, both pro-choice people and pro-life people, and come up with better solutions, better ideas on health care, how we can provide, okay, for an unwanted child, for an unwanted pregnancy. This is what we need to look forward to. So I'll conclude on that bill. But basically, my first heartbeat bill, everybody's familiar with it. I've submitted it 3 years in a row. And what I'd like to say, I had a son. His name was Aaron. He was born in 1988, 32 years ago, okay? My wife was informed, basically 5th month of pregnancy, need to be terminated, okay? They picked up irregularities in a heartbeat. You know, we chose to see the pregnancy through. All right. When that baby was born, okay, he was what they call a transposition baby, a blue baby. Okay. Yeah. The minute he came out of the womb, he was in distress in the womb because he had several problems. But back then, they came out with a new procedure, and it was called a switch procedure. Him and many others are in that Journal of Medicine, okay? And I want to reiterate how far medicine has come. Okay, this was 32 years ago, the switch procedure. Up until that point, babies were left to die. Okay? They actually, what they did, they pulled this heart out, switched it around, and put it back in, and reattached all the plumbing, you know? And I'm like I said, I'm a very simple guy. And I believe Representative Agello mentioned premature babies. We've come to a point that we need to stop arguing with each other, you know, doing away with abortions, okay? We need to find other alternatives, okay? You know, granted, the destruction of human life in any form is, you know, terrible. That's both to the mothers, okay, and the people that are carrying them. But I say to you, I want to say one last thing. When you're old like I am, okay, and you're breathing your last breath, okay, why not give these little human beings their chance to breathe their first breath? With that said, thank you. Do you have any other questions?
Any questions for the sponsor? Okay, thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate everyone's enthusiasm, but clapping does sometimes take away from our opportunity to present as many witnesses as possible and let them speak. So I don't want you to curb your enthusiasm, but please, the sponsors have all testified. All 5 bills are in play. We now have an opportunity to hear from some of the experts.